Okay. Yeah, boy. Hello, my one viewer, Pangias here. I thought it would be fun to play a little bit of Icewind Dale. This is not a very hard game. You can mod it and make it harder, but not in a fun way. So I'm gonna play the normal difficulty. If you mod it, monsters get infinite damage and infinite HP, but you still have all kinds of cheeses in order to deal with them. I don't want to be doing that. I'm gonna be giving myself some restrictions. For example, I'm not gonna be using any summonings or any wands. From consumables, I'm only gonna be using potions. The game doesn't have that many potions and doesn't have broken potions, so it's gonna be fine. It's mostly healing potions and a couple of potions that give you a bunch of buffs. And I'm gonna be playing Ironman, no deaths, and also I'm gonna try to have no deaths in fight. Like, I'm not gonna use any resurrections and raise dead pretty much. So this is how I'm gonna make the game a little bit harder for me, a little bit more interesting. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna be skipping through most of the dialogue. This is a hack and slash game. It always was. That's why I always loved this game. Anyway, let's start. Let's not waste any more time. And let's create a party. Oh, one more thing. There is one abuse I'm gonna be doing because I don't know, I like that one abuse. I'm gonna be having a couple of party members which are gonna be very low level. I'm not gonna be instantly leveling up my characters when they get a level. So yeah, this is the last disclaimer. This is a cheese. You can get higher levels by the end of the game without cheesing it very much. You still can get easy access to level 20, whereas in a normal playthrough you'll end the game at around level 15 or something. So I'm gonna be doing that cheese. That's gonna make the game quite harder early on, depending on how much I do this abuse, but it will make the game a bit easier because it's gonna be harder in the early game because I'm gonna have a bunch of one level characters with me or something like that. You'll see. And it's gonna be breakpoints. I'll explain. Let's start with our fighter. Our fighter will be a dwarf. Zog, the Defiler. I used to play half orc fighters for the extra strength, but on my latest runs I prefer a dwarf. They get +2 constitution, which is almost as good as extra strength. Gives you a little bit of extra fortitude and a lot of extra hit points, like 1 extra hit point per level. Anyway, it's not significant. Stone cutting, we don't care. Racial bonus against poison, that's whatever. Racial bonus saving throws against spells. This is good. For example, hold person is a spell, right? I think it applies in all saving throws versus spells, regardless if it's a will saving throw or not. I'm not sure, because there used to be on 2nd edition a specific saving throw which was versus spell-like effects. No, I think it applies in everything. Anyway, also a minor bonus against giants and also bonus versus hobgoblins, bonus attack. That's decent in the early game. You're facing a lot of goblins and hobgoblins, bugbears and orcs, so you can go for grey, not this one instead. He gets against Bazaar creatures and creatures of the Underdark. I don't know exactly what Bazaar creatures are and creatures of the Underdark. This might be a bit better. The rest are the same. Gold Dwarf might be a little bit better than Shield Dwarf in the later stages of the game, but I don't care. I'll go for a Shield Dwarf for the extra bonus versus orcs. Class, he's gonna start as the Barbarian. We're gonna make him a 4-level fighter and the rest on Barbarian. Fighters are probably better in some ways. They get a lot of feats, and that's not bad. Barbarians, they get rage, which is not anything insane. It's +2, yeah, +2 to your will saves. This is quite important. A bunch of constitution and strength and stuff, which is whatever, and a penalty to armor class. You mostly want this early on for the will saves. I don't use it otherwise. Later on, very late in the end game, you get greater rage, which is much better. And they also run faster, and also at level 11 they get a little bit of resistance. Not that the most important reason I like barbarians is they roll 12 hit points per level. Very important. I'm gonna still have him as a 4 level fighter to get the weapon specialization. Anyway, we're not gonna make him good because there is a weapon we wanna use later on that cannot be played by good characters, and we're gonna make him dumb as a brick, ugly as fuck. We're gonna give him a little bit of wisdom just for the will saving throws. Max constitution, dexterity for 14 should be fine. We don't need more, so we can give him a little bit more intellect. I don't care about intellect. Yeah, let's leave. This is aesthetic. It's nothing. I'm not. You can give him 13 intellect and dump his wisdom, so you can have access to expertise. It's a feat. I'll show it in a little bit, but I don't like it. I'm not gonna go for expertise. It's very strong, but I'm not gonna go for it because I'll explain. Anyway, we can only get intimidate. Some people go for concentration to get maximized attacks. I think it's a waste. Armor proficiency, we don't need it. We're definitely gonna get dust. Dust is the most important feat in the game. Appearance, he looks fine. His hair is a bit too blonde. Yeah, that's his voice. No, we don't want him to have a female voice. No. That seems like a good voice for my dwarf. Yeah. Yeah, that's proper. Okay. This is Azog the Defiler. We're done with our first character. Let's get our second character. We will want. Let's get off with our priest. Yeah. Priests, I'm gonna go for human. You can go for Aasimar, but I don't want what is it called? Level adjustment. I don't want this. Also, I don't care about charisma on my clerics. It just helps for turn undead, and I just don't use turn undead, and I make my clerics ugly. Tiefling is whatever. Dwarf. You could make one of the other things like a dwarf priest or I don't know. I'm gonna go with human instead. The extra feat is nice. The extra skill points, because our cleric is gonna be dumb as a brick. They're probably not gonna matter much. Anyway, he's gonna be a cleric of Love Thunder. There are other clerics which are really good. Ilmater has stone skin, a bunch of other cool stuff. This guy Mask has what is it called? Project image, mirror image. He's got improved invisibility. He's got a bunch of very cool stuff, but I'll go for Love Thunder because I like heals. He has on level 11 he gets heal as one of his specialization, and his otherwise his skills that he gets earlier most of them are quite useful. They're not amazing, but they're useful. And also in the late game, most of the other ones give a bunch of crap skills. Some of them give offensive stuff, which might be good, but I want my wizard to be casting offensive stuff. I want my priest to be casting buffs and heals. So I'm gonna go for that thunder, especially for the heal on level 5 spells, the extra heal. I really want that. She's gonna be lawful good. Now we definitely want max constitution. She's gonna be really ugly. 13 dexterity, we can get dodge. I don't know if I'll gonna get dodge. I might. We need max wisdom. We're gonna make her really dumb. Last point. Do I go for more strength? Then make her even dumber. The thing is that she will not get that many feats, and there are a bunch of interesting feats you can get with her. Do I want dodge? Probably do want dodge. And also I like having 18 strength on her, but I will not. Screw it. Yeah, let's leave it like that. This is fine. Skills, concentration, we want spellcraft and concentration. Yes, because she's too dumb, she gets too few skills. Maybe I need concentration. What if I increase her intelligence? Oh fuck, I have to do it again. Let me see. No, the same. Yeah, the same. Doesn't matter. So yeah. Make her dumb as a brick, ugly as fuck. 14. Perfect. Since the skills don't change, we don't care. We really want this. Diplomacy. We have to give it up. Concentration on our priest, because she's likely to go in melee. We want her to have maximum concentration, and spellcraft you will need it for a bunch of abilities you get later. They're not so mandatory. They're for offensive spells, but still, I want like 11 spellcraft. Dash straight in the game. Do I get dodge instantly? I used to take Luck of Heroes very early on. I might take it later. I like it. It's +1 luck on all saving throws, but only on saving throws. This is not luck on everything, I'm pretty certain. It would be broken if that was the case. Yeah, and the description implies that it's only for defensive stuff. Normal luck applies on everything. Anyway, I think I'm gonna get dodge. Combat casting is only when you're injured, so you don't want combat casting. Most of the interrupts will be when you start the fight, you're full health and you're about to cast some debuff or something, or some blessing, and they're gonna strike you, so you won't have this part here. Yeah, I'm gonna get dodge and be done with it. You can instead get her the extra saving throws. You can get her Iron Will, because you don't want her to get paralyzed. You're fucked if she gets paralyzed. If your priest gets paralyzed, you can also give her mace for the +1 to hit. We will get this stuff later. I'm gonna start with the dodge. Let's just make her a little bit sturdier. Whatever, here you can choose whatever. Command doesn't work like in Baldur's Gate. It's not good in this game. It's good for interrupts, I guess. This is also good. I don't have any way to deal with fatigue yet. Protection from evil might be useful. I don't think they cast fear. Let's get protection from evil. I'm not gonna be playing summonings. Sound Scorch, nice ability for the early game. Later on I don't use it. Says here appearance is fine.
Let's spill some blood. You want a taste of this? Your time draws near. You would do well to fear a woman's wrath. Time to turn this one down to some. Death comes for you.
Oh, nope.
Let's spill some blood. You want a taste of this?
Nope.
Your time draws near. Face me if you dare. May the gods have mercy on you. Surrender!
Okay, this one. May the gods have mercy on your soul. This is gonna be Kirin. Finish. Okay, we've gone with two of the characters. We definitely want an archer. I'm gonna make the archer later. We want a paladin. You don't need to play a paladin, just like playing a paladin. Our paladin should be an Aasimar. Let's make the easy ones first. Let's make our sorcerer. We're definitely gonna have a sorcerer. We're gonna be playing a full party. Who's gonna be our sorcerer's portrait? Okay. I know she looks like an elf, but it is an illusion. She's actually human, okay? Again, I'm not gonna go for any of the other races. I don't think. Yeah, humans are fine. Elves are pretty bad. I don't want the minus on constitution. I don't want the adjacency, level adjacency with the drow. I want to deal with it. And this is minus 2 intelligence, plus 2 dexterity, search. I mean, they have a bunch of interesting stuff, but really the generic plus 1 feat and the extra skill point, 2 extra skill points at the first level, 1 extra skill point per level after first. I don't know if this it should apply, even though I make them really dumb. I should have a penalty on skill points. It should still apply. Anyways, it will be a sorceress, but we will start 1 level as a paladin, and then we will advance as a sorcerer. We don't care what paladin it is. I'm gonna make her of helm, whatever, lawful good. The reason we waste this 1 level is to get the extra saving throws from the paladin. The paladin gets his modifier, or in this case her modifier, on their saving throws. So our wait a moment. Our sorceress is gonna have a lot of charisma later on. It's gonna be a lot of bonuses to her saving throws. She's gonna be unwise and dumb. We want max dexterity. She's probably gonna be throwing stuff. Max constitution. You could further lower the wisdom to get more. Further lower intelligence to get more wisdom. I don't want her. It's completely RP. I'll leave it like this. It's fine. These two are the important ones, and the charisma, obviously. It's a sorceress. Yeah, you could further lower the intelligence to make her more wise. I don't want to do that. Let's leave it like that. Wisdom is more important for the will saving throws. The intelligence does nothing for us. We will need spellcraft, but we cannot get it yet, so let's go for concentration and get a couple of points of diplomacy. Always does. I'm gonna go for dodge again. The saving throws might be better for her, because it's gonna be back. I'm gonna go for dodge. Fuck it. Yeah, makes it simpler. Yeah, I really like the extra feet from humans. Why not? The type of stuff most other races give you are not good enough to play instead of the extra feet. No. Yeah, a little fire and lightning. Okay, what's gonna be her name? Let's name her Alicia. Whatever. Finish. We're done with our sorceress. This is gonna be our sorceress. This is our priest. What's left? Let's make our paladin. Our paladin, generally I make them humans, but this time around I'm gonna make my paladin an Aasimar. I'm gonna try it. I hate the level adjacency, but it's only one level adjacency, so it's not gonna be that horrible. The paladin really wants a lot of stuff, a lot of attributes, and Aasimar gets a lot of attributes which are both wisdom is always nice, and charisma obviously is more saving throws. Sunscorch is pretty good early on in the game, and these are really good. The acid resistance especially is really good because you can throw a bunch of there is one spell, acid fog. Yeah, you can throw a bunch of acid fogs, and the Aasimar can stay in there and not give a fuck and be immune to it. Anyway, really nice. I'm gonna try it. He's gonna be a paladin of Helm. I don't know what's the difference. I think the only thing that changes is that yeah, the multi-classing. Okay, he's gonna be a fighter. Yeah, no, here it matters. We want a paladin of Helm. For our sorcerers it doesn't matter, because we're just gonna get the one level of paladin, and then it's gonna be pure sorcerers, so it doesn't matter. Lawful good abilities. He's gonna be dumb as a brick as well, sadly. We need max charisma and wisdom. With a wisdom of 10 you cannot cast any priest spells. When you get them you'll have to buff his wisdom, but I don't give a fuck. Dexterity, I'm gonna leave it at 10. It sucks a bit, but what can you do? Could arguably reduce his strength a little bit to get a little bit of dexterity. His constitution, I say strength. But I think I won't. No, I want him max constitution. He's also gonna be... I'm gonna leave him at level 8 for most of the game. At level 8, yeah, you'll see. So I don't want to dump his health. He's already gonna be squishy. Do we want concentration? Let's give him diplomacy. We don't care about concentration. We can get like maximize attacks. I might get it, possibly not. Maximize attack is this. Let's get dash for sure. This feat here. Now, this sounds really cool, but it's only 10 seconds. 10 seconds like a round or something, probably even less than a round, and it's only one per rest. In order to get this crap, which you will use only once per rest. You can rest after every fight, so you can use it once per fight, still useless. It will only apply to like 4 or 5 attacks. It's not that much damage. And in order to get this crap, you need to have 2 weapon specializations. So you have to, okay, you'll have 1 specialization, you get to get an extra specialization, so you need to waste another 2 points of your feats, and then you need to use another feat here. So it needs 3 extra feats to get this. It's waste. If it was just 1 feat, you could argue it's not that terrible. Let's get change. What? Okay, we'll leave it default. Male. No. We want a paladin. No. No. Let's try these. Yeah. That's a paladin voice. Okay, good. Name, this is gonna be Panayot. I get paladin. Finish. Okay, what have we got left? We want our archer. We're gonna have pure archer who's gonna stay on level 7 forever and just net us XP. He's still gonna deal a lot of damage on level 7. He's gonna be on the backline as well, so he's not gonna die. We need an archer and our mage. Let's go with the archer because it's simpler. Let's make a female archer. Now, let me check something. Could make her an elf. Wild elves. Yeah, -2 to intelligence. I could make her a wild elf so she gets the extra. Because moon elves get minus constitution, we don't want that. The extra dexterity. The things you get are pretty trash. You don't care about the extra search. Sleep is pretty worthless. Proficient with bows and short bows, you get those. With bows and swords, you get the proficiency anyway because you're a fighter. I really don't give a fuck. Let's check half wits. Oh, minus strength. I don't really want to have minus strength. No. It's gonna be an elf or a human. I think I'm gonna make it. I mean, she's an elf. Humans are probably better. I'm gonna make her a wild elf. Whatever. She's gonna be a fighter. Alignment. Lawful neutral. We should have some lawful character in a party. This is gonna be ugly as fuck, you know the drill. Max dexterity, max constitution, max strength. So in case she wants to fight in melee, she has the maximum modifier, but I'm gonna be increasing her dexterity. She's gonna be a shooter. I could give her a bit more wisdom. Probably should. Her saving throws are gonna be abysmal anyway. I want her to avoid getting paralyzed all the time. So and she can only get intimidate. We don't care about any of the other ones anyway, so we don't really care about the extra skill points that a human would get. The extra feat is a bit of a pain in the ass, but she's gonna be a fighter, so she's gonna be getting a lot of feats. Anyway, I think we'll have enough feats. Always does. The extra feat would be cool. Fuck. By a fighter should have enough. Like we want rapid fire, whatever. Yeah, rapid shot, definitely. On level 4 we want where is the bow? Proficiency. Yeah, martial weapon bow. Specialization. Appearance. Why don't I get more hair colors? What the fuck? Did it bug? Whatever. Doesn't matter much. No. Anything for a shooter? No, don't scream. Whatever. No, stop it. Anyway, whatever. She's dumb, so it fits. What are we gonna get? Eleanor. Random names, whatever. Tend to confuse the names. Now we're only left with our mage. Our mage is gonna also be a thief. Only a couple of levels of thief, so you get extra search, you get extra. We want her to be able to open locks and disable devices and search. That's the things we want. I'm not gonna be using any stealth, with one exception. There's even that you drink a potion of invisibility. It's not like you're hiding or anything. This is gonna be human, definitely. We want the extra skill points. It's very important. What do we get on one level? Yeah, I'm gonna start with a mage, and on level 2 I'm gonna make her a rogue. Yeah. So, as I said, I'm not gonna be summoning, so I don't care about losing Conjuration. Conjuration, it has a lot of very good spells. Conjuration is one of the better schools of magic, but I'm not gonna be using summonings, so thematically it's nice. Diviner is probably strictly better than Evoker, but I'm gonna be playing Evoker anyway, cause where is it? Yeah, Diviner only loses Conjuration school, but Evoker loses both Conjuration and Divination. Divination is only 3 spells. It's like Identify, Executioner's Eyes, and one more, and you don't need any of them. So I'm gonna play Evoker anyway because I like it thematically. I don't think in this game Evokers do anything to make your evocation spells any better, so this is purely RP. Whatever. She's gonna be a thief, so she's gonna be like chaotic neutral or something. We want max dexterity for sure, max constitution for sure, and we want max intelligence as well. Ugly as fuck. I could further increase her wisdom. I think I'm gonna go for the strength for a change, just for the extra inventory space. I don't really need it. Let's get the extra saving throws. Thrown damage. So thrown weapons get extra damage from. She's gonna be using a bow, I don't care. I do tend to use a bunch of thrown weapons, so it's probably their accuracy. Their accuracy depends on your dexterity, but their damage depends on your strength, probably something like that. Anyway, let's get alchemy. There are a bunch of quests that require alchemy. Spellcraft, we definitely want spellcraft. And spellcraft is used to identify. I'm gonna have it maxed most of the game. Knowledge Arcana, I don't even know what it does. Oh, it's probably to identify. It applies on scrolls. Oh, one more thing. The game is gonna be on Ironman difficulty, but I'm gonna be saving for a couple of reasons. There is a couple of places in the game that the game bugs. I wanna be able to avoid those bugs. Also scrolls. You don't get that many scrolls in this game. It's not like in Baldur's game when you have bajillion vendors that offer you the same spell. You get limited scrolls in this game, and if you fail at learning a spell, you can be really screwed. Also, you get low level spells as well in this game. Sorry about the noise. Hope it's gonna stop soon. Wait a moment, give me a second. Motherfucker, sorry about this. I don't really care about the concentration of my mages, so I'm not gonna even bother. I don't think I need it for any. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. Alchemy I do need, Arcana I do need, Spellcraft I do need. I'm gonna spend the rest on open locks, search, and disable device. That's the things that I actually do want. Yeah. And now, dodge, dash, you know the drill, and rapid shot. Yeah, let's get it out of the way. She's gonna have a bow, so we're gonna have two archers. She's not gonna be very good at her archery. You can just give her feats that make her spells better, but I find that she tends to do some damage with her arrows. Anyway, you definitely want sleep. You don't have identify, but you don't care. You can identify for 100 gold. Anything you want. Should I go for shield? Probably yes. Project image that gets one image, I don't want it. The level 2 spell is one of the strongest spells in the game. Level 1 spell, it's not useless, but I don't like it. Yeah, enfeeblement might be good actually. We definitely want magic missiles, definitely want chromatic orb, definitely want sleep. Charm. I mean, sleep is better. If I wanna control enemies, I will be using sleep. On later stages of the game, for crowd control, you will be using chromatic orb because enemies tend to be immune to sleep. And later you use nothing, only magic missiles. Because on later stages of the game, not even chromatic orb applies. Sleep, this, one missile, whatever. Let's get the shield. Do I care about the shield? 5 rounds per level, no. Fuck shield. Let's get the missile. Appearance. Okay, she has normal hair color. Yeah, that's fine. What are we gonna name here? She looks dumb enough to be speaking like this, right? Yeah. Nah, it's too... Nope. Okay, this is beachy. I like it. Okay, perfect. What are we gonna name here? That's the problem. I'm gonna finish the episode after naming here, and then we're gonna start the game on the next episode. What the fuck do I name here? Don't remember what I named my females on previous rounds. Have Eleanor, Alicia, Kirin. Oh, let's name her Sylvia. Whatever, a random female name. Sylvia. Have to remember which is which. Because when you read the log, which says the damages and the spells and stuff like that, I often confuse which name is for which character. Anyway, thanks for watching. Panagia is out. See you next time.